Welcome back to the Porcupine, I'm Dear Darling, and as we find our place, let's uncover secrets in this little town of Porcupine where, oh my gosh, the hospital is on fire, and apparently we're having a conversation with Dr. Theobald right now, so, I don't know. What does this mean? But so many things have been uncovered. Finley, you're still here. You need to leave. Take your next transporter to the gym. The rest of the staff are already on their way. I'm sure your services will be needed there. Are you going down with the ship? Don't you think I should do another check of the hospital? We might have missed some people. I've been to a lot of awards. We'll do one last round of the ground floor, then I'll be right behind you. I'll come with you. You've done well. Better than I could have done. I'll be alright. I'll just hold my stethoscopes tight. Go now, Finley. And, thank you. Gosh. You look exhausted, Finley. How many paramedics do we have? It's also raining, just awful times all around. That does make sense, though, if I have one medical personnel be evacuated with each ambulance. Explains the staggered release into the school gym, I see. Probably you've had an absolute nightmare, paramedics just driving people back and forth like this, eh? I'm not going to go exploring. This is not the time to be exploring. Oh, come on, get in there. The others need you. We'll do our best. Finley, there you are. We need all of the help we can get tonight now. Come on, take over sick as best as you can. I'll assign the teams and I'll help out as well. Okay? What are you waiting for? Show me what you can do. Press A to continue. What are we doing? Oh. Oh god. Okay, X, L, R, up, LT, L. So it is hard mode now. Down. What's happening? It's not working? Is this a scripted failure? I guess it's a scripted failure. There's not really a lot I could do there, mind you. I assume this is going to be the hardest it's ever been. This one's already kind of sucks because it's got really bad, like, recognition of when I push things. It's the same pattern as last time. I will say it's incredibly frustrating when it's the game itself which doesn't allow you to do things properly. Like, you've already got the point by making it harder and doing this. You don't need to make the control scheme awful as well. I don't even know what happened to the other one. Excuse me? I think it must glitch out then. Sometimes. I'm not sure what's causing the glitch, but... Oh my gosh, that's a hard one. Are you serious? Oh, it's if a black border's there, you had to undo it and then you had to redo it. Was that always a thing, Chris? Gosh, not this one. I actually like the one which is hold down as many buttons in like a weird twister format as possible. Probably not very accessible friendly, I would say, but it definitely does get a difficulty down. Actually, this one's fine because everything is so evenly spaced out. There's no double inputs. Okay, that one I just missed. It's so annoying. Please. Why does it feel like it doesn't respond? Okay. So this is just the frustrations of what it's like working in a hospital. It's a tough situation. This person is dead. I assume... See, I feel like from a game design standpoint, it just needs to get harder and harder until basically it's impossible to do. Because I wouldn't be surprised if there is a scripted loss in here. Like, come on. You just straight up aren't even recognizing it. I don't know how I got that one. I literally just button mashed my way through. That's not how it should be. That's not how a rhythm game works. This person flatlined. Finley, leave it. Dr. Krakowski, glad you're here. This patient's very sick. She's beyond the odd help now. But, can't you see? The woman's already dying. You're right. But I can... You can help me. I need you up front urgently. Please come with me, quickly. You have to make those tough decisions like that. Dawn, get through the night. Where are we going? What an awful time for all involved. Oh, hello. Most of them are through the worst of it. We did really great work. I wish we could have saved them all. Man, I need a coffee. Should have seen it coming. All of this. There's nothing you could have done, Krakowski. You did the best you could have. How could you have possibly seen what's coming, though? Unless you've also complained, being like, hey, maybe we shouldn't use rusty fountain pipe water for the soup contest. It's a little bit insane, even if it is tradition. This feels like a credits roll coming up. It's our friends. Just watching the sunrise, I guess. Ooh. It's a title screen. Hard cut to the title screen? No, there's no way. Like, you need to resolve... We need to solve this. Do not roll credits. Oh my gosh, what? Sorry, I'm surprised this is where it rolls credits. Dedicated to people who work in healthcare. It feels like it needs an epilogue or something. I guess that is a pretty reasonable final beat. So I guess we didn't really uncover the secrets in the end. You know, it's a cute game. It's a sweet game. And I think it is I think it does represent, well, I presumably represents a lot of what working on the healthcare industry is like, you know, being overworked, underappreciated, underpaid, you know, having just people just act out against you for no reason, against their own, like, goodwill, I suppose corruption within the actual industry itself, probably. People trying to take advantage of it, all for an industry which just wants to help people. And it can be the most frustrating thing, which I think is, you know, it gets across that sort of frustration, that panic very well. The stories, which I'm sure that you make, along with people, the bondings you have, and equally the loss that comes from it as well. I still enjoyed my time with All the Porcupine, I think. I think it just ramped up a little bit too... Well, I don't know. I guess I have my full thoughts. Let me collect my thoughts before I go on, like, big review. And then I'll have an Animal Crossing episode called For the Porcupine where I talk about it. I would just say it was a bit of a sudden end compared to what I expected. Especially when it felt like... I felt like it was hitting its stride there. Where it was like, yeah, you're not, now it's like, this is like when everything goes awfully. This is what happens. This is what it feels like. I wonder what Carl's paths were like now. Oh! There's lyrics. I wonder how... Oh, Polaroid? Oh, Hydric was arrested. His scam was uncovered. Probably Theobald like testifying or something, I don't know. Peanut giving a new flower. It's good thing Peanut didn't get ill. There's going to be a Polaroid of them holding like memorial services for those who perished, probably as well. That's my guess. The two brothers drinking something which is absolutely going to poison them. This is a nice song, actually. I guess I'll probably see one of Mia and Carl as well at some point. Guiliano. With Irma's grave thing, whatever it's called. It's a fine line between good times and memories. Just one breath away from eternity. Our summer's gone by in a blink of an eye. Summer's gone by in a blink of an eye. Always summer's gone by. I'm just reading the reviews right now of a game. Are there no more Polaroids? That's it? Yeah, I think mixed is probably like what I'd say. I think there's definitely some good highlight parts of this, which it does well. I mean, I think there's some parts which I'm like, would be nice if it would change just a little bit in a perfect world. I still enjoyed it though. It's my general thoughts and feelings. It's a bit of a shame, I think, how almost like underwhelming it feels like the ending is. Nothing is resolved essentially. That's oh. But it seems like there's a lot of story points which never came around. I was going to say Pina's brother was one of them. Dr. Theobald, that must be. He died in the fire. He did go down with the ship. And Captain goes down. I wonder if those other ones are ones we know as well. Is that like his soul being cleansed or something? Interesting. We can only start the game from the beginning now. Well, I guess we'll have a quick look. Are there any like achievements which are reasonable to get? Give away the stolen groceries? What? Play the bar game? That probably these probably have to be with Carl, right? Have a snowball fight with Carl, probably. Balance the tennis ball for 5 seconds. Okay, we could have done that, but we didn't. So these would all require another playthrough. Okay, you know what? I mean, I think it's a nice game. I think it's very unique. And like, I haven't played a game like this. Like, talking specifically about the healthcare industry and all the struggles it faces. It's something I definitely like have not experienced myself. I don't work in this industry. But I like to think I have a very deep respect for it and the troubles that they go through. Like, I like to think of myself as like a nice patient, and like, I understand, you know, the waiting times are long, but I wish it wouldn't be as long, obviously. But I wish I got more funding and stuff as well, more appreciation. And I always appreciate, I think, stories being told from different perspectives, to share experiences for other people who don't normally get to experience them. While I do think the execution goes a bit iffy, I think sometimes here in Fallout Porcupine, on the whole, I think it's got a nice sort of core to its story. I think, if anything, actually, is the pacing is definitely one thing. I think the technical ones were quite notable. The technical parts were quite notable in this game. And I think by far and away, the thing it needs the most, it needs way more frequent save points, or something. The amount of times I've cut out, like, me having to replay through entire sections because it didn't save was a lot. But yeah, on the whole, I enjoyed it. And I guess we'll have to see what story comes out of it. I know what story comes out of this, and I've already talked about it in Animal Crossing Year 7, but maybe you don't know yet, so I'll leave that as a surprise. I will say that the next story is, I don't really know what it's about. I think it's kind of mystical, question mark? You know what, let me look it up right now. I thought it was always mystical, and it feels very like indie RPG style. But yes, that's what the next planned game is. When we'll get to it, I don't know. Well, I guess like the next slot after this. But I guess that was it for For the Porcupine. That was our journey with Finley, Mia, Krakowski, best character, Carl, all the others as well. So we've got 5 minutes. Let's recap the story. This is Hydrick, who took over as a business owner for this hospital. Theobald was like a ward manager or something for a while, and then got promoted to chief physician for this agreement. He basically got promoted and supplanted the person who was originally going to be there, and he didn't necessarily deserve it. He was too junior, but he did it for a promotion. Fair enough. Both kind of shady. And then he was constantly blackmailed because Hydrick wanted to get someone into that position so he could basically embezzle the funds and get someone to sign off on all like these order forms and things like that, which Theobald did at first out of compliance, and then didn't want to do anymore, then continued doing out of because he was blackmailed. And then the events of the game basically happen. I don't know if Finley really got attacked at the beginning of the game. I guess he didn't. So the events of the game happen, and then basically everything comes to fruition at the end, where everyone in the town gets sick, and Theobald, who has gone disappearing because he wanted to run away, Hydrick ran away. Theobald ran away, and then he came back, told Dr. Krakowski this is what happened, and that's it. So I guess everything else has to be speculative. I think they must have got sick from the soup festival, because the people who weren't sick, let me think, who wasn't sick? It was Maggie, Clarissa, but they were definitely at the soup festival. So I don't know why they didn't get sick. Maybe Clarissa didn't eat it for health concerns. Maybe Maggie wasn't there. I don't actually remember. But the other competitor also didn't get sick. Hydrick wasn't there because he fled. Interesting. I wonder what other foreshadowings there were. Like, I know Theobald definitely had like a sort of despondent conversation, but it definitely felt like he was despondent by the fact that once you put into a managerial role, you get less sort of like hands-on work. You just sort of manage people. Which is what I thought he was getting at, but apparently he was also harbouring a lot of guilt too. Carl must have been the one who tipped off a newspaper, I guess? What else happened? So that's probably where the bug came from. What other plot points we had? What happened at the beginning? What happened with that one random patient? I don't know. Is there any other resolution? So Clarissa's father being all angry and stuff? I guess not. Route kind of left. Which was, I guess, thematically fitting. Yeah, okay. I don't know if there are any other mysteries I can think of, but that was it. That's For the Porcupine. Well, I hope you at least had a fun time on this journey with me, as well, appreciating this game and being able to play through it. I apologise if I came off particularly negative at any points during the game. Like, I think, you know, I ended up just getting, I think the rhythm game part, like, frustrates me a lot more than I expected, because I'm like, I know I'm good at rhythm games, and then having it be like, not read my input felt sad, I guess, in a way. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. I guess because I wanted to help them, and feeling that I'm getting something less than the best healthcare that they can get. Feels like I'm failing them as a doctor, which, if anything, I suppose is very reflective as for the themes going on in the story. Anyway, so next time, in whenever the next Monday or Thursday, depending on when this comes up, we'll be starting a new adventure in a new story game. So, for the final time, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been For the Porcupine. Excuse me, and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see you again, but for now, and our final time, it's our farewell. So, until our next adventure, bye-bye for now.